Overall, I'm pretty pleased with the way our guys played. I think we can be a more consistent team. One of the challenges that we laid out for our guys for the game was let's play 40 minutes of Colorado basketball. And I thought for the most part we played that way for about 37 minutes. I didn't think we finished as strong as we need to finish. And we still are a little bit of a spurt team and play hard for 3 or 4 minutes. Don't play hard for 1 or 2. Play hard, and it's got to be a constant effort in terms of defense, offense, transition, whatever the case, rebounding. Sometimes we go to the board, sometimes we don't. So the consistency, I think, is something that we're going to try to really talk about. And this time of the season, our standards are set pretty high for ourselves, and so I don't want to sound like I'm negative. I love this team. I love the makeup of this team. I love the character of this team. I love the toughness of this team. But this team can be a lot better than the way we've played since we came home from our first 2 road games. So with that being said, there were some really good things, and we shot the ball well. We played well offensively. We had 15 assists. We played inside out. I thought we really shared the ball, and there were some good things as well. So we got to build on the positive. We got to keep getting better, and our guys have to understand that.
Coach, how pleased were you with the way, especially early, the team attacked the Air Force defense? That zone defense, you got your open looks from three-point range, and when you broke that up, obviously you were able to feed it to Josh.
I thought we did a great job of playing inside out, which is something we always talk about doing. We want to get our post guys involved. Now, they may not get shots, and they didn't get shots early because they were double in the post, but we got it kicked back out. We penetrated a second time. We got some wide open threes. We knocked them down. And again, that's a strength that we knew of this team, is we're going to have some perimeter guys that can knock down shots around those post guys, and they did a good job of that tonight. So the inside out I thought was really good. And then they quit doubling and let our post guys go to work and got some buckets in there. So I thought the balance with our offense tonight was terrific. And it shows up. You shoot 52%. We got shot the ball well from 2, shot the ball well from 3. We'll take that. We'll take the offense. Again, it gets back to the defensive rebounding and the consistency of it. I thought there were some plays in transition we could have made that we didn't make, and that's where we've got to improve as well. But we took some strides forward offensively tonight.
You recruited him, so obviously you liked his game. But have you been surprised at all about Thomas Akizili and kind of his comfort level for a true freshman out there?
He's getting better. I said this, he's like a sponge. He's a guy who you can tell something to one time, and he's going to take it to heart. He's going to understand it. He's a conscientious player and young man. When he makes a mistake, you can see it. There's actually pain on his face, which, I don't want him to beat himself up, but I mean, he recognizes the mistakes and he learns from them. And when you have a player like that, they're just going to get better and better and better, and they're going to usually do so quickly. And you can see that with Thomas. He's getting better quickly. And but he's a freshman. It's going to be a roller coaster. He's going to be good games, bad games, good days, bad days. The key is you come back the next day ready to fight and scratch and claw and learn and get better. And the thing I love about Thomas Akizili is he's that guy. He's going to be a good player. And 4 assists, no turnovers. Take that every night.
Tad, when Josh Fortune came here as well, talked about him being a good shooter, to dribble drive, shoot from the outside. It's also, I think, he was second on the team rebounding coming in tonight. Had 6 rebounds tonight. Is that something that you
Absolutely. It's something we've challenged all of our wings with. And when I say wings, I mean Josh Fortune, Trayshawn, and George. I want those guys to have a running feud on who can get the most rebounds, both offensively and defensively. So Josh Fortune's had some really good rebounding games here as of late. So if that can continue, and George does it, and Trayshawn does it, it takes a lot of pressure off of Wes and Josh and Torrey. And we want to be a great defensive rebounding team and a great offensive rebounding team. And those wing players are like the missing link, because we know Josh and Wes and Torrey, those guys will do it. Those tall wings can really help us, and when they do, we're pretty good.
Coach, after last game, Wes Gordon was one of the guys we were most pleased with. He wasn't in the starting lineup tonight. Was there a reason for that?
He was late to the pregame meal. So first guy late, doesn't start, misses a rotation. So
What was the explanation given to you for the flagrant 2?
Torrey's an emotional player. There was something in the scrum there and the jump ball situation, and they saw something. Air Force player said something. They felt like they confirmed it, and they booted him. So we'll deal with it. But Torrey's a great kid. I mean, I'm not talking about a good kid. Torrey's a great kid. He's an emotional player. He's a competitive player, and he needs to learn to keep his emotions and those competitive juices in check. And tonight they maybe got the best of him, but he'll be fine. And he's a terrific young man.
Was it inadvertent in any way?
I don't know. I got to look at the film. I didn't see the replay. I wasn't privy to it, so I don't know that.
There's a couple games in a row where Brady's got meaningful playing time.
Yeah.
What has he kind of been showing?
Well, look, Xavier Talton had 2 fouls in the first half. Dom had 2 fouls. Thomas was a little gassed. They were in zone. Brett's a really good shooter, one of our better shooters, quite frankly. And while they're in zone, we say, hey, let's steal a couple minutes. And Brett came in. And the thing I love about our team, one of the things I love about our team is, Josh Scott was like, okay, Brett, don't, be aggressive. Let's, you're not coming in here just to, because our guys know how good a shooter Brett is. And he got that first open look, and he knocked it down, and missed the second one. But we're really proud of him for being ready, because he wasn't expecting to go in, but you never know what the game's going to dictate. And because they were playing zone, it was a great opportunity, and I got a lot of faith in him. So really, really proud of him.
You ever sense from Josh that this game, the Air Force game, means anything more to him, or can
I
you tell?
I don't know if it means more to him, but I know it means a lot to him. The thing I love about Josh, I think every game means something to him, and I think every practice means something to him. He's a guy he's playing college basketball for the right reasons. He's not interested in himself. He's not interested in his stats. He's not interested in, his NBA stock or draft status. He's here to have fun with his teammates, go to school, enjoy college, and. But I think the reason that Josh really looks forward to this game, obviously, is his mom and his dad, and how much he respects Air Force, having grown up in Colorado Springs, having them both play there, mom basketball, dad football. And so from that standpoint, I know it holds a special place in his heart, but he plays hard every time he plays. So I was glad he played well tonight, because he was good. And we looked for him. We got him the ball. Thomas did a great job, I thought, in transition. And found him some looks. Dom did a good job as well. So really happy that Josh played well.
Coach, one of the things is trying to get better at this.
Yep.
Do you feel like you guys got better with that?
In certain aspects, I do. Again, we took a step backwards in our turnovers. You go from 12 against, Nebraska Omaha to 17 against Air Force. But we got better offensively in terms of playing inside out and shooting the ball and have great balance. And we had 15 assists, which is a good number. But again, so I think we're getting better in certain areas, but sometimes we have, you take 1 step forward and 2 steps back, and we've got to play Colorado basketball, which is taking care of the ball, getting great shots, defending our tail off, and rebounding our tail off for 40 minutes. We've yet to do that. So there's opportunities for improvement, but we're getting better in certain areas. This team is coachable. They're tremendous young men, and the ceiling is bright. And that's the good thing is it's November 25th. We're not playing anywhere near our ceiling. And so that excites me as a coach. It frustrates me because I want us to, but we understand, and we're going to need to as we the price of poker goes up as we move through this season.
Coach, does this team have as much offensive firepower as that first team you had?
Ooh, I'm not going to go that far. I think it's the second best offensive team that we've had. I mean, Corey Higgins, one of the all-time leading scorers here. Alec Burks, a lottery pick. Austin DeFault could shoot it from the 5. Relford could shoot it from the 4. Levi Knutson came off the bench. I'm not going there. We're pretty good offensively, but that team was explosive, and so I'm not going to go there. But we're pretty good. We're certainly better in the last few years.
Coach, what's the team do for Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving, you guys get together.
Everybody's got a spot to go to. Some guys are huddling up and cooking themselves. Some guys are going to teammates' homes. Everybody's got a place to eat. I want them to take the day, enjoy it, be thankful, be reflective. We will meet. You guys will meet tomorrow, and we'll get a quick lift in. But the rest of the day is theirs. We're not going to practice until Friday at 3:30. So they basically got, day and a half off, and we'll get ready for UNC on Sunday. But great time of year, and I'm thankful to be the coach at the University of Colorado. I can tell you that. I'm thankful to coach the young men that are in our program. It's a great privilege and opportunity. Thank you.